Well, Nathan Bryant worked around a 2-out walk in the top of the first. Northmore turned away, and now Lake Center Christian comes to the plate. They'll be facing Trevor Brubaker. They'll line up like this. Grant Koblenz in left field. Luke Heckert will play center field and bat second. Caleb Shelley, the shortstop. Nathan Bryant will not only pitch, but bat cleanup. Colton Smilek, the catcher. Braden Myers will DH and bat number 6. Lower third of Jacob Ranieri. He'll play first. Josh Bittaker at third, and then Aaron Zietlow rounding out the lineup and playing second base. So here's Brubaker, 11-1 on the year. Facing Grant Koblenz, and he got hit by the pitch. Got him in the lower leg, I believe, and Koblenz is aboard, a .385 batter with 17 RBIs. He's a terrific leadoff hitter, Dan. He's on base where he has 14 steals.
He's definitely a good hitter, but that first pitch just came inside and got him, it looked like on the knee, but a great way to start this for Lake Center and get that leadoff man aboard.
Luke Heckert will bat. Eye-popping numbers for Heckert, and he tries to lay down a bunt but fouls it. 5'11". That's not his height, that's his batting average. 1 home run, 26 RBIs. He's a senior who has 27 steals, so they like to run, especially with these guys at the top of the order.
How about that? A guy hitting 5'11", first pitch, leadoff man aboard, and he's bunting. So that shows that this team is really focused on trying to do the team baseball thing to help their team win.
Runner goes, pitches a ball, throw down to second, too high, and Koblenz is in at second base, so that hit by pitch essentially has become a double. Runner in scoring position, no score, first inning.
Pitch before where they threw over to first base, he almost got caught leaning.
You had a good look at that, Ron, from that first base camera well. Another bunt goes foul up the third base line. So a ball and 2 strikes to Luke Heckert. Caleb Shelley on deck. Northmore got a man on in the first, but Billy Bolin hit a ground ball that grazed Brady Chapman, so Bolin credited with a hit, but Chapman out for the third out of the inning. No score, D6 semifinals. That strike 3 call inside corner. Pinpoint control there for Trevor Brubaker.
A huge strikeout there for Brubaker. I mean, he had an inside pitch that hit Koblenz, and then the steal needed something positive, and he got a big strikeout there against a really good hitter.
There's Caleb Shelley, the junior, and he rips one toward deep left center field, and it is going to be up the gap. It's going to roll all the way to the fence. Koblenz scores easily to make it 1-0, and digging for third is Caleb Shelley, a first pitch triple here in the bottom of the first inning. The Tigers of Lake Center Christian strike first in the D6 semifinal, 1-0.
What a shot there in the left center gap by Shelley. And he just sat on that first pitch. It looked like a fastball and just ripped it, David.
Well, we talked about where the outfielders would play, and they were playing very deep there, Dan, but still could not cut that ball off. It went all the way to the power alley.
Yeah, the center fielder Hinton had a good beat on it, but just couldn't get to it. Here's another one hit high to left. That should be good enough to tag up from.
Bryant with the fly ball to left field, plenty deep enough for Shelley to tag, although they did set up a nice relay. They made it interesting at the plate, but too late. Shelley scores. It's 2-0. Lake Center Christian.
Well, good job by the pitcher, Nathan Bryant, just to again get that first pitch and do his job, hit a deep fly ball to the left. That was barely enough to get the run in, but it got the run in, and a good 2-0 start here for Lake Center.
And just 4 batters into the ball game.
52 scored so far in this playoff run in 5 playoff games, so it continues that trend. 2 runs, as you said, David, in the first 4 batters.
Well, they defeated Doylestown Chippewa in the regional final 4-0. Strike call here to Colton Smilek. They've gotten half of that total here in their first at-bat of the D6 semifinal. That one just a little bit outside. Smilek, a tough hitter, 298, 2 home runs, 16 runs batted in. Had 3 hits and 3 RBIs in their regional semifinal. And he shoots one to center field. That'll be down for a hit. Clean single for Colton Smilek, the junior catcher. 2 outs in the inning. Man on first for Braden Myers.
Both of these teams, David, their top 5-6 hitters are excellent hitters, and you're seeing that especially from Lake Center here as the hitting continues, and they're wasting no time. They get a pitch to hit, they're going after it.
Yeah, Shelley had a first pitch triple. And then I believe Bryant swung on the first pitch and had the sac fly.
I often think when you get to this level, the team that's aggressive early is generally the advantageous team, because you can't play with nerves and play scared. You got to go out and do what you've done all year.
0-1, runner goes, ball low, throw down to second, not nearly in time. That's stolen base number 19 for Colton Smilek. Another runner in scoring position. And you're right, they've got the gas pedal to the floor right now. It's the second steal of the inning. Chopper on the ground, right side. That's going to get into right field for a base hit. Bolin Fields comes up throwing, but not nearly in time. Smilek rounds third and scores. It's a 3-run first inning for Lake Center Christian.
That right there shows you the stolen base gets the runner in scoring position, and a great job by Myers. He just chopped that into the gap between the first and second baseman, but plenty enough to score the base runner from second, and a great start for Lake Center.
Point about Dave mentioned, you know, the gas pedal, the floor. If you've got a great lineup, don't sit and work the count. Don't work pitches. I mean, see the ball, hit the ball. You know, it's a simple game when it's like that. And I think your plan of attack here in the first inning, see it, hit it. You know, don't work a count. We're good hitters. Let's hit. Let's do what we do well.
Well, there's no doubt that has been their approach, and they're doing it, guys, against a pitcher in Trevor Brubaker who entered this game with a 0.66 ERA.
And to Ron's point, I would not be surprised still with 2 outs that you don't see Myers on the move from first. They've already stolen 2 bases this top or bottom half of the first inning.
Yeah, Myers has 8 steals on the year, draws a throw. Jacob Ranieri hitting .257 with 15 RBIs on the year. He's the 7th man to bat here in the first. Lake Center Christian up 3-0. Here's a ball smacked out to deep right center field. That's going to drop in for a hit. Myers will go first to third on this. Runners will be on the corners as the hit parade continues. Lake Center Christian making an early statement. 3 consecutive hits, and now 4 in the first inning.
Just a great piece of hitting, and when you look at the numbers coming into the game here, as we're 7 and now the 8th batter, they're a little bit lower averages, but you know, even here on the bottom of the lineup, David, they're swinging the bat well.
Here's Josh Bittaker, swings and misses on a fastball. Bittaker, a 200 batter with 5 RBIs on the year, a sophomore. Third baseman, runner takes off from first, and they did not even look over there. No one covering second, and it's a steal for Jacob Ranieri. That's his 4th of the year. He just took off running. Check swing. Ball low there. They will appeal on the check swing. Our umpiring crew is Kevin Pickerel. He's the home plate umpire. Bruce Klein just issued the safe sign on the appeal over at first. Ken Krebs Jr. umpiring at second. And Dan Campbell making the impartial calls over at third base. So a little bit outside, and it's 2-1.
You know, David, now that we are at 7 divisions in Ohio high school baseball, it also allows a lot more umpires the opportunity to umpire a state-level game.
Yep, these guys have been selected by the OHSAA for their great performance. Josh Bittaker takes called strike 3, and for Trevor Brubaker, a tough first inning comes to a close. Lake Center Christian scores 3 times. We go to the second. It's the Tigers 3, the Golden Knights nothing. Let's pause for these messages from your local stations. This is the OHSAA State Baseball Tournament.